Hello YouTubers, it's me Convict Saiyan and today we'll be counting the top 10 fighting games of all time, from Street Fighter 2, Mortal Kombat, Tekken, Marvel vs. Capcom, Virtua Fighter. Another big-time fighting series will be judged. So starting with number 10, Super Smash Bros. On the Nintendo 64 or Nintendo Smash Bros. As its original Japanese name. This game debuted in 1999. It shocked the world and sold lots. After Nintendo tested the same to see if it was a big seller. In fact, Nintendo knew they had to make a sequel to the Super Smash Bros. Games we have today. Now for the game at number 9 on our list, Soul Calibur 2. For the PS2, GameCube and Xbox, this fighting game had great content for its time. You could even play as Link in that game. The combo structure was a simple button mashing method. Some combos were harder to pull off than others. But this game still rocks and will be remembered. Time for number 8. Number 8 we have Mortal Kombat 4 for the Nintendo 64, PlayStation and the Dreamcast. Don't forget the PC. This game was released in the late 90s. The start of 3D gaming evolved. The game starts after Mortal Kombat trilogy ended. The game was similar to his predecessors with the combo systems, fatalities and all. The game's graphics look quite good for its time. The speed of the game is quite fast. The challenge is evenly hard this time. Number 7 please. Number 7 we have Capcom vs SNK, Mark of the Millennium 2001. It's a batters fighting game, mixing some of the best characters we've seen in the Capcom fighting industry versus some of SNK's characters. Round 2. Combos in this game are flawless, one of the great 2D fighters. Number 6 we got Tekken 3 for the PlayStation, a great fighting game of its time, with great 3D graphics. One of the best games of the Tekken series, featured a good roster of characters and stages included in this fight, a classic which can't be denied any day. This game lives in gamer hearts forevermore. At the halfway line, number 5 is Super Smash Bros. Melee on the GameCube. The sequel to the original N64 version of the game features more characters, more stages, modes, a better feel to the Nintendo universe, with new Smash attacks, items, combos, more fun to the mix. Again, Nintendo scored another massive hit in the gaming history. This game will always rock in any generation of gaming. Passing the line at number 4 is one of the best 2D fighters of all time, Marvel vs. Capcom 2 on the Dreamcast. What more could you want in that game? Great combo system, with button mashing techniques, with Ken, a super Hadouken and Shoryuken versus the likes of Wolverine and Cyclops' deadly optic rage. One thing, the music sucks a bit. Other than that, the game deserves the spot. The game, considered to be the third great fighter of all time, is Mortal Kombat 2 on the SNES and the Mega Drive. The first game to have good graphics in those days and to have blood. The blood in this game caused major controversy. Even the news reported on the case. The SNES blood was censored, but you could activate it with a blood code. MK brought the gaming rating system into the gaming world. This game deserves the spot of being in the top 3 fighting games of all time. Mortal Kombat, we salute you. The game as the second best fighter of all time is... What? No way. Super Smash Bros. Brawl for the Wii, a new fighting game, not released in some countries, but this game deserves the spot. The most anticipated game of 2008, with the biggest roster in video game history. Also best looking game on the Wii. The multiplayer fun is what made the game so high in the creativity choices. Over 200 songs, the most composed musical songs in history in a video game. With lots more online as well, so much to do. This game deserves the second ever best fighting game of all time. The game which has outsold them all. The game which is the best fighting game ever of all time. The game which started it all at number 1 spot. Street Fighter 2 on the SNES. There's many reasons why this game is number 1. Back in the day, everyone used to play this game as a typical fighting game. Good characters, button mashing combos, famous moves like Hadouken and more. This 16-bit game done it more than a whole decade and people still play this game, even buy the game for 50 C or 20 25p in those retro shops. People still pop quarters in there. Street Fighter 2 done well on the arcades, as well as a home port. The game sold over 70 million units worldwide. This concludes our chart. Goodbye, see you next time in another chart. Convict Saiyan. Signing off.